immigration in the U.S. One myth that was impossible for us to study with census records is that we live in a time of unprecedented anti-immigration rhetoric, and that some sentiments that would only be heard on the fringe a generation ago are now being shared in mainstream politics. But is this really true? You know, it is easy to find examples of very similar negative rhetoric in the past. For example, Senator Henry Cabot Lodge saying in 1891 that immigrants are from races most alien to the body of the American people and from the of these races. But we wanted to go beyond anecdotes, so we partnered with a terrific group of computational linguists at Stanford, and we analyzed the language used in congressional speeches from 1880 to the present, more than 8 million speeches in all, approximately 200,000 of which about immigration.
Professor, it seems to me, looking back over history, your waves of immigration came to the U.S., we would have these series of blame games, the Irish for Eastern Europeans, for Chinese. Is that just an American thing?
Well, it's not just an American thing. You can see a rise in anti-immigrant sentiment in other places like in France and in England. Our study mostly focused on the United States, but it's certainly not only.
Did you find any positive news in this study?
Well, we find that the attitudes towards immigrants in congressional speeches today are actually more positive than at almost any time in U.S. history, even if they are increasingly polarized by. If you think about it, attitudes towards immigrants were uniformly negative before the 1920s, but then they shifted to mostly positive within a single generation, just right after World War II from 1945 to 1965. And one thing we find especially striking and positive, I guess, is that the positive towards immigrants continued in recent decades, even after the border reopened in 1965 and immigrants increasingly came from Latin America and Asia instead of from Europe.
All right. Well, thank you very much for taking a few minutes to talk to us. That is Abramitsky, Professor of Economics and Senior Associate Dean for Social Sciences at Stanford and co-author of Streets of Gold, America's Untold Story of Immigrant Success. KCBS News Time, 8:35. We are just over 2 minutes away from your next traffic update.
Thinking of selling your house, but you don't want to deal with repairs, cleaning, realtor photos, and showings? With John By's BayAreaHouses.com, you don't have to do any repairs or pay any commissions. Call 510-426-7000 and John will give you a fair cash offer without any inspections, showings, or other headaches. That's 510-426-7000. When you sell to John By's BayAreaHouses.com, you decide when you want to move, according to your schedule and your terms. John By's vacant houses, inherited houses, fixer-uppers in any condition, as is. John By's BayAreaHouses.com, easiest sell possible, and assist you in every step of the way. If you want to sell and have any questions, please call 510-426-7000. That's 510 and get the offer you have been waiting for.
If you've tried everything to get more restful sleep, consider the problem may actually be your bed. Is it more than 7 years old? It might be time to upgrade to the luxury number 360 smart bed. Customized support spells restorative sleep. Now my sleep number is 50. That is perfect for me. Also, you know, sleep number beds last twice as long as a conventional mattress. And Q apps, I love tracking my sleep and getting tips on how to do even better. Sleep IQ data shows that sleepers who use their 360 smart bed technology get 28 more minutes of restful sleep per night, and that's up to 170 hours per year. So why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every great day starts the night before. And now save $500 on the Sleep Number 360 C4 smart bed. A queen now just $12.99. Sleep Number's lowest price ever. Only at Sleep Number stores or at sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number stores are in Corte Madera at the Corte Madera Town Center and in Bailey City, Gallert Marketplace. Furniture. Tell them Kim Wonderly sent you.
This is Larry Flick, owner of the Floor Store. We have in stock right now a truly huge selection of every kind of flooring, all of which we put at pre-inflation prices. So now you can have as much as 60% off. Let's relive the good old days. Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
KCBS your local Honda dealer's traffic County. And we have a problem as you make your way to the lower deck of the Bay Bridge in San Francisco. There's a crash on the Skyway just before you enter the lower deck, so just before the actual bridge. Left lane has been blocked here. The Skyway is now backing up behind it, almost from the 101 split with the Central Freeway and the James Lick Freeway. But once you get onto the lower deck of the Bay Bridge, you're okay. The rest of the way to the Oakland side, it's the eastbound Skyway. For the city, metering lights still on, still a fairly shallow backup. We haven't really grown beyond the West Grand merge here as you come down from 880, so nowhere near the McCarthy. Good news. Westbound 80, most of the slow traffic on it is centered between El Cerrito and Berkeley. Once you get past University Avenue, things pick up. And we still have delays behind two crashes on southbound 680 near Monument Boulevard and Pleasant Hill. Off to the shoulder, that was at in the backup, we had an accident with 4 cars south 242 at Concord Avenue, though these cars have been pulled off to the shoulder. We're still looking at delays as you make your way down from Highway 4. And you can follow this all on Twitter. We're at KCBS AM FM Traffic. Your next update, 8:48. KCBS.
Bay Area weather forecast calling for sunny skies where the clouds will stick around. Highs 60s at the coast, 70s and 80s by the bay, upper 80s and into the low 90s inland. Tonight, partly cloudy around the Bay Area, breezy at the coast, lows 50s at the ocean, 60s bayside and inland. A little bit of a cool down starting tomorrow. We'll have the clouds in the morning, some sun peaks in the North Bay and East Bay valleys, but highs inland should reach only into the 80s and not into the 90s. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
Mendocino County, from cozy wine tasting to shopping and dining in scenic, incredible outdoor experiences amid rolling valleys, lakes, and plenty of coastline. Give yourself room to roam and rediscover tranquility. Hi, I'm Kim Vestal, and I'm here with local businessman Aaron, the founder of California Deluxe Windows, the premier company for custom fit doors. Today we're talking windows, inflation, and potato chips.
Thank you for having me.
Windows makes their custom fit windows and doors right here in California, which is a pretty unique offering for your business.
It is true.
Now, with inflation driving up prices for everything, I imagine local production means you can offer competitive pricing on your windows. Can you talk a little about how California Deluxe Windows keeps their prices from being affected by inflation?
All over the globe. That means inflated wait times and inflated prices. We design, manufacture, and install our own products, so you get windows at an affordable price.
You also invented some unique window features, right?
Correct. Our pivoting windows are easy to clean, especially on the top floor.
Wow, triple threat. Affordable custom fit windows, unique features like the pivoting window, and my personal favorite, expert installation.
Exactly. Our installation technique is so do not break your stucco. Your house can be covered with potato chips and we wouldn't crack one.
If you're looking for beautiful custom fit windows and doors made right here in California, call California Deluxe Windows today. They've deflated their prices too. Right now you can get 30% off your entire order.
It's California Deluxe Windows deflation sale.
Get 30% off your California Deluxe Windows deflation sale. Call California Deluxe Windows today at 800-956-8800. That's 800-956-8800. 800-956-8800.
Certain terms and conditions apply. Number 774518.
KCBS News Time 8:42.
The U.S. Justice Department is charging officers involved in the raid that killed Breonna Taylor with rights violations. The charges against former officers Joshua James, Brett Hankinson, along with Louisville Police Sergeant Kyle Meany, were announced by U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland this morning. Garland says federal officials, quote, the grief felt by Taylor's family, adding that, and this is quote again, Breonna Taylor should be alive. 8-year-old black medical worker was shot to death by Louisville officers who had knocked down her door while executing a search warrant.
The Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary is getting its own postal stamp just in time to celebrate its 30th anniversary. Part of a collection of 16 stamps representing the National Marine Sanctuary System, which is marking its own major milestone. It's turning wildlife and ecosystems found in the waters of the United States National Marine Sanctuaries and National Monuments. The stamp will have a sea otter on it. And a former Richmond police officer is facing felony charges for an alleged assault involving a taser. This happened during an attempted arrest last April. Eric Smith his car chase into custody when officials say he tried to stun him repeatedly with a taser, but then he physically hit him with the device, causing, quote, great bodily injury, end quote, to him. Smith was fired from the force yesterday, the same day the police department sent the case to the DA. Case 44, the Giants are just struggling against everyone, but particularly their rival. We'll get an update on sports in 1 minute.
When you want something great, you probably don't want to wait for it, right? I mean, you might even be stuck waiting in traffic right now. Well, Xfinity has a great new offer on fast internet right now. You'll get unlimited internet with gig speed and supersonic Wi-Fi too. And get this, there's no annual contract requirement fees and a 2-year rate internet guarantee. Plus, it even comes with a free Flex 4K streaming box. And it's all just $50 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. A price that is truly jaw-dropping. The Xfinity Supersonic Bundle. Don't wait. Visit Xfinity.com/gig. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store to learn more today. Supply requires paperless billing and auto-pay. New gigabit internet customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices. Coming up on KCBS, American basketball star Brittany Griner is found guilty of drug charges in a Moscow courtroom and has been sentenced.
Over to the Bay Area Chevy dealer sports desk, and Joe Hughes and the Dodgers just seem to have the Giants' number this year.
Yeah, it has really been a struggle as of late. The Giants' second half slide continues with a 3 yesterday. The third straight loss overall, but 7th straight to the Dodgers, which is the longest losing skid against their Southern California rival since 1980. And last night, it was a new member of the Dodgers making an impact right away.
And here comes Miguel Vargas, major league debut. He's the ability to go to right center. High drive, stop right, hits it up to Ronnie Schrecken over the wall for a double. Strikes on Trace Thompson in his first big league at bat.
Joe Davis on the call for LA Sports Net. Miguel Vargas, the Dodgers' 5th-ranked prospect, coming up driving in a pair of runs in yesterday's win. So the Giants this week elected to hang on to starters like Carlos Rodon, Peterson, of hoping to make a late playoff push. But they're now 5.5 games out of the final wild card spot with 2 teams ahead of them, and they have less than 6% chance to make
Carolina Munoz.
according to the website FanGraphs.